This is the Herd Line News.
So Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians is continuing his effort to employ the most diverse coaching staff in the NFL. During the Women's Careers in Football Forum at the Combine, he said he plans to establish a full-time coaching position on his staff for a woman. The exact timeline for the position wasn't set, but he didn't rule it out happening this season. In 2015, Arians was with the Cardinals, and he hired Jen Welter as the first female in NFL training camp. First female coach. Katie Sowers is the only full-time female coach in the NFL. She's been with the 49ers for 3 years. So he actually has a very diverse staff already. His top 4 assistant positions are African-American, including all 3 of his coordinators. So,
well, I mean, you have to be smart to be a coach. To be honest with you, a lot of coaches didn't play. So I never have a problem with that.
That's always the first pushback is like, well, you didn't play professionally or you didn't play in college. There's plenty of examples of coaches
Vin Scully
that are in place right now that did not play one down of college football.
Vin Scully knows more about baseball than anybody. He never played the game. To me, if you're smart and you're analytic and you're somebody that thinks ahead of the curve, if I ran a business, I want young, old, multiple genders, multiple races, multiple religions. I want conservatives. I want the hippie.
So you want diversity.
Well, I just want more voices. I can't see everything. I need people. My wife's creative. So my wife and I will walk into a room. I told you the story about my therapist when I used to go to therapy. So I went to a therapist. My wife's a creative. She'll walk into a room. She can see everything. So I go to this therapist for 12 times. And he said, after the 12th time, he said, yeah, you don't see the frog. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, you had never seen the frog in the room. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I was sitting on the couch. He goes, move your eyes up 1 inch. And I went, okay. There was a 2-foot frog hanging from a light. And he goes, of course you wouldn't see it. You're not a creative. You don't see the world that way. And at that moment, I'm like, man, there's a lot of things as a parent and as a sportscaster I don't see. I got to surround myself with people who see things I can't. And if she sees the world differently, it's like, I'm in.
Diversity makes everyone better. We know that. So the Warriors lost to the Celtics last night, 128-95. The defending champs let the Celtics go on an 11-0 run to start the game, and they were never able to recover, take the lead. 33-point loss was the worst loss of the season, and after the game, head coach Steve Kerr did not hold back when he was describing his team's poor play.
Right from the beginning, just the level of competition wasn't where it needed to be. Looked to me like we were jogging up the floor. Can't play basketball jogging. You got to sprint. Your cuts have to be hard. You got to be going all out, and we did not go all out, and it was embarrassing.
He might be being a bit dramatic. Was bad loss for them, obviously. The worst loss of the season.
Klay Thompson didn't play.
But, yeah, and it's just, I feel like it's getting to this point with the Warriors where it gets every season with them where it's like, all right, like it's time for the playoffs. Like we're ready for the playoffs. No one's panicking about this loss. Like you said, this is a big win for the East and a basically irrelevant loss.
Go back to the Shaq and Kobe teams. If they started poorly in the first 8 minutes, they just stopped playing. Like this is one of these games about 6 minutes in, the Warriors are like, yeah, we're not going to win this one.
Well, they're a game and a half ahead of the Nuggets in the West, and they play them on Friday night. So if they want to keep first place, they can get that game, but I have a feeling like they're going to be all right despite this loss. Yeah. All right, it's time to see who's going places. Sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. LeBron is 13 points away from passing Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
He's going to be way better.
He's currently 5th and will most likely jump to the 4th spot tonight at home against the Nuggets.
He will.
The Kareem, obviously, is the all-time leading scorer.
Karl Malone's second.
Kobe, Michael, and then
Kobe's third.
LeBron. Yes.
Michael, LeBron. Yeah, why don't we give Kobe more love? Third all-time leading scorer.
Kobe is going to be getting a lot of love over the summer. It's already started.
He's their leading scorer. With 5 titles.
And Kobe should be the fact that Kobe's not more in the conversation for the greatest of all time is, to me, is reflective only on the fact that he was so similar in style to Michael.
Yeah.
And it's like you're going to go with Michael in that spot, so you want to kind of have someone who is opposite of Michael or just has a different skill set, which is why LeBron gets put in that conversation.
Right.
He was so similar to Michael, and that's why. But I think we I'm hoping not, but I think we can all expect a congratulatory Strive for Greatness Instagram post once this happens tonight, although they would lack a lot of self-awareness considering the Lakers' current state, but we'll see.
Yeah. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Line News.
Coming up next, I'm the stockbroker. Buy, sell, hold. All sorts of stuff on the Patriots, Antonio Brown, LeBron, Kyrie Irving. Back in a couple. According to the Associated Press, the AP, small businesses have an optimistic outlook this year. And March, we're in March, first week, is National Small Business Month at LegalZoom. The perfect time to stop putting off your business needs. They're celebrating entrepreneurs like you by offering 15% off their fees for incorporating, there's fees for forming an LLC, and their fees for nonprofit, and more. And if you're not sure what type of business you need, they have got all sorts of education and online tools to help you find the one that fits. They're not a law firm, but a network of independent attorneys that review contracts, help with confusing employment laws, aren't they all? Lease agreements and more. Place a bet on yourself and your business at LegalZoom.com. It's National Small Business Month. Please use the code Colin, C-O-L-I-N, to get 15% off LLCs, corporations, and more. LegalZoom.com, code Colin. LegalZoom's where your life meets legal.